Good evening and welcome to Match of the Day, in which you'll see the two matches which could decide the First Division Championship. Liverpool leading against Tottenham Hotspur and Ipswich chasing against Nottingham Forest. Plus a final look at all 14 goals in our Goal of the Season competition.
Tonight's headlines: England striker Tony Woodcock will be an Arsenal player next season. In the league, Wolves are relegated, Norwich promoted to Division 1 and Sheffield United 4th Division champions, while in Scotland Celtic win the title for the 33rd time.
There were over 48,000 people at Anfield this afternoon to find and influence, if they could, the answer to the question, could Liverpool beat Tottenham Hotspur and win their 13th league championship? The stage was set for action and drama, and that's how it turned out. Your commentator, John Motson.
A packed house at Anfield. The clock was full at 2 o'clock. And if Liverpool do clinch the championship today, the crowd here will see one of their favourite players join the ranks of the game's immortals. Because Phil Thompson would collect his 6th First Division Championship medal and would be the only man in the 94-year history of the Football League to achieve that figure with one club. But a 6th medal will also go to Ray Kennedy, now with Swansea, who played in 15 Liverpool matches this season and would therefore have won 5 medals with Liverpool and 1 with Arsenal. In contrast, and the atmosphere speaks for itself behind the team there, 6 of these players would be winning their first championship medal. The integration of Grobbelaar, Lawrenson, Whelan, Lee, Rush and substitute Craig Johnston illustrates the decisiveness with which Liverpool turn over players when the time is right. The famous continuity at Anfield is based on that fine area of judgment. For example, Ray Clements, back at Anfield for the first time with Spurs, was missed at first here, but his old club have overcome the loss, while he will be at Wembley next Saturday with his new club for the 2nd time this season, and he gets today a great reception. Spurs, though, are still without 2 of their projected cup final team. Steve Archibald and Tony Galvin are under treatment, so Mark Falco and Gary Brooke continue. Manager Keith Birkinshaw is not with the team, and I understand he's watching a player on the continent. And it speaks volumes for the depth of the Liverpool squad that on this day, Terry McDermott of England is the odd man out. He can't even get in the 12. And the referee this afternoon, Trelford Mills of Barnsley. Liverpool kicking off, and Spurs, who've not won here since 1912, know that they need a titanic effort if they're going to break Liverpool's monopoly in this fixture. That was Hansen. Ronnie Whelan with the head. Whistle's gone. Foot was high. Glenn Hoddle acknowledging the fact. Indirect free kick to Liverpool. Taken by Souness to Alan Kennedy. He's gone round Hoddle. Not a bad ball in. Rush got a touch on it. So did Phil Neal. Wasn't sure where it was. And Falco had gone back to help Tottenham. Thompson. Number 11, the captain, Souness. Spurs have come out looking for an offside, and Paul Miller hung back. And didn't have too much option there. Red shirts either side of him. Whelan to Lee. Offside, Whelan. The man whose 2 goals in the Football League Cup final punctured Spurs' first major ambition this season and earned Liverpool a place anyway in Europe next year, which Spurs also now are certain of getting because of their league position. This is Brooke. And Lee gets back to win the ball for Liverpool and find Dalglish. Oh, that's terrific stuff. Lawrenson. Rush. Well, he checked to avoid going offside. And was just on the wrong foot. But it was a brilliant move, and Dalglish was involved again. So too was Sammy Lee. And again the long ball from Hansen up to Rush. Roberts away. Hansen. Hoddle couldn't cut it out. Here's Whelan. Rush. Kennedy. Whelan. Dalglish! Oh, Clement saved it! But did Dalglish handle it first? I think the ball almost got stuck underneath his body and he jabbed at it. And Clements managed to smother it because there wasn't much power on the ball. Hazard for Spurs. Interception was by Souness. A brisk opening 20 minutes. The balance of play, not surprisingly, with Liverpool, but Spurs so far holding firm. That's Glenn Hoddle, intercepted by Neil. Now Lee. Souness. Dalglish has begun his run. Number 7, leaning into Miller a bit. Oh, what a turn. And he pulled it back for Lawrenson. And Clements kept the ball inside the area. What a fine piece of goalkeeping there. The collision with Rush forced Ray Clements to fall outside the line, but he kept the ball where it mattered. But the turn in the penalty area by Kenny Dalglish was almost worth the admission money on its own. Hoddle. Hazard's got 2 to his left. Here's Houghton. And Sammy Lee dispossessing Hazard. Souness finds Rush. The flag is up on the far side. A good advantage played by referee Mills. Here's Rush. Here's Dalglish. Oh, coming up here is Ronnie Whelan. Straight at the goalkeeper. And Liverpool, having been thwarted by Clements, can thank the referee that the move happened at all. A very good advantage played on the far side where the linesman flagged for a foul and the referee sensed the situation and let play go. Neil. Roberts. Falco. Trying to turn against Thompson. Hazard. Spurs attack obviously lacking the orthodox left-hand side play of Galvin and also the thrust of Archibald. Here's Houghton. Nobody likes to meet Liverpool without their full team. But Houghton's making progress here to Villa. Hoddle. And Hoddle strikes one. Oh, a beautiful goal! Glenn Hoddle puts Spurs in front after 27 minutes. Grobbelaar beaten from way out as he was indeed by Perryman in the first meeting between these two sides only 12 days ago. But Houghton began the move, Hoddle picked the ball up, struck it from distance, and it flew past the keeper. And that's put a very interesting slant on the afternoon now. 2 instructions being shouted out. Liverpool had had nearly all the play. It was the first dangerous Tottenham strike. And on a ground where they haven't won for 70 years, they take the lead. Now, was talk of the championship being settled today premature? We might see now. Souness to Dalglish. Good ball, that, by Hansen to Lee. And against Roberts, against Lee, and Clements spoiling Whelan. Well, there are 1 or 2 areas in the north of England where Glenn Hoddle isn't appreciated as much as he is in London. But if he comes to Anfield and produces moments like that, it'll silence the doubters. This is Brook. Won that well from Lawrenson. Didn't beat Souness, though. Rush down the right for Liverpool. Graham Roberts, the defender. Calls for handball. Free kick to Liverpool. For which Hansen this time has gone forward. Played short for Neil. Lifted across. Oh, and it was Lawrenson who came in behind Dalglish. And I don't think Dalglish heard him. Certainly, the two players appear to get in each other's way a little. And Tottenham can be thankful for that. Oof. Perryman on Dalglish. And the referee said, not intentional. Perryman applauded the fact that no free kick was given. So, Glenn Hoddle puts a spanner in the Anfield works with a spectacular individual goal and puts Tottenham into the lead at half-time and reminds everybody in this packed ground that the Championship isn't over and it could fall to Ray Clements to stand now between Liverpool and their target. He left here last summer and could hardly have expected to be put in such an ironic situation on his first return to the ground where he played for so long. Half-time, Liverpool 0, Spurs 1. And a fantastic reception from the Kop for Ray Clements at the beginning of the second half. And he responds. Ray, who played, I recall, for England against Brazil last year, when a tremendous swerving shot from Ed Air of Brazil hit the bar, and they called it the greatest swerve ever seen on a shot. But what about the swerve on Hoddle's, I wonder, this afternoon by comparison? So at this stage of the afternoon, the League Championship still very much in abeyance. And I wonder whether Tottenham have chosen this of all days to end that barren 70 years without a win at Anfield. On by Falco, and away by Kennedy in a bit of a hurry. Brook. Falco is up, and he got the better of Hansen there. Mark Falco. Rush. Thompson. Dalglish wants it played through. There he goes. The header down came to Whelan. His pass was not a good one. He should have found Rush really there. Here's Kennedy. And Lawrenson. And here's Rush. And here's Whelan! Kennedy joining the attack to good effect. Ronnie Whelan's shot away from the far post. The long ball from Kennedy, looking for Lee. And it came off Chris Hughton for a corner. In comes Lawrenson! 52 minutes gone, and Mark Lawrenson equalises. Sonny Lee took the corner, it was deep. Lawrenson got the header on, coming in from deep, and it was buried deep in the back of Ray Clement's net. And Liverpool, once again, never more dangerous than when they're behind. Clement's beaten, and the score's level. Well, what a match we've got now. Brooks for Spurs. Villiard. Foul by Whelan, was it? Yes, surely. Must be a foul by Ronnie Whelan. Must be pulled back. Well, the cop now are in full voice. Brooks for Spurs. Hazard. Falco. Just behind him, Gary Brook, number 7. Oh, it's well played by Phil Thompson. And Lee, no, it's out. The crowd in the Kop, possibly aware on their radios that Nottingham Forest have scored at Ipswich, and suddenly, in a matter of a few minutes, the whole afternoon changes in complexion. Souness. Lee. Dalglish. Feet up there. Oh, Dalglish is through. Kenny Dalglish. Clements had no chance at all. And is that the goal which clinches the First Division title? Kenny Dalglish, the scorer. It might have looked easy, but how cool he kept. When he found himself with only the goalkeeper to beat, he checked, waited a moment, and slipped the ball in. 55 minutes gone, 2 goals in 4 minutes. Liverpool were behind, and now they're in front. What pace this afternoon has suddenly turned, as if anybody should ever bet against Liverpool. It was Gary Brook now for Spurs. Thompson's tackle. It was a bit of a ricochet, the way the ball came through to Dalglish there. Spurs were rather unlucky in that respect. But sometimes you make your own luck. Here's Crooks. And they're up to their 13th title now. And Dalglish, who played his 200th match for Liverpool at Arsenal on Tuesday night, has now scored 78 goals for the club. And perhaps that was one of the most valuable. Hansen. And there goes Rush. Whelan. Lee! Just didn't keep his composure when he struck it. Model got caught one there by Lawrenson. Dalglish's touch to Whelan, that was superb. Dalglish is back in. Clement saw it. Terrific move again, though. Steve Perryman moving forward on the right for Spurs. Hazard. Falco is the player he's aiming for. And the clearance was by Hansen. Corner to Spurs. Hoddle. And Grobbelaar coming for a ball which looked to be Falco's for a moment. He was unmarked. Brook. Spurs reminding Liverpool that this is still a match. Hoddle. Oh, and Alan Kennedy read it. He's just waiting for the ball to go for Lee, but handball by Gary Brook. Free kick to Liverpool. "20 minutes gone in the second half. Liverpool 2, Tottenham 1. Whelan. Rush. Nicely done by Ian Rush. And Souness wanted the ball played the extra yard and didn't get it. Dalglish. Lee might, though. Sammy Lee. Oh, he tried to chip Ray Clements. Didn't get enough height on the ball. Neil. Lee. Dalglish. And again. And still they come in a great red tide. Rush to Lawrenson. Offside Whelan. Paul Price getting ready there, the Spurs substitute. Here's Glenn Hoddle, and there goes Villiers. Crooks is in the centre. Villiers shot. And the substitution will now be made. Paul Price, the Welsh captain, to come on, and Garth Crooks, who seems to have had a strain, coming off. It's Price. Lee goes in with Houghton. Hazard. Spilling it wide to Gary Brook. Lawrenson just knocking him slightly. Here comes Perryman for Spurs. In the way, Kennedy. Villiers. And again, Perryman still charging on down that right-hand side. It's Hansen who wants it to run. These championships have been piling up these last few years. 1964 was the first one for the modern Liverpool under Bill Shankly. But it looks like 5 now in the last 7 seasons under Bob Paisley. Miller's header, it's going to come to Whelan, and Whelan makes it 3-1. And that is the championship now, with Ronnie Whelan's 14th goal of the season. 2 minutes from the end, and Ray Clements again had no chance at all. Spurs were wide open, tiredness told. Whelan got through, and he had time to hammer it with his left foot and clinch without any doubt whatsoever Liverpool Football Club's 13th First Division title in his, Ronnie Whelan's, first full season in the side. Hoddle for Spurs. Lee. And he's offside, Kenny Dalglish. Well, the emerging star of the season, as Ray Kennedy left for Swansea, was Ronnie Whelan. He turned the League Cup final against Tottenham Liverpool's way, and he appears to have had the final say this afternoon. Houghton for Spurs. That's Grobbelaar's. And Bob Paisley can afford to relax now. And there it is. Championship number 13. And 5 in the last 7 seasons. Kenny Dalglish scoring the goal.
Lieutenant, you 101. But, sir, we should lock onto the target.
And what the crowd don't know is that the league championship trophy was here all the time undercover, just in case it was settled today. So John Smith, wearing his Football League hat, to his own Liverpool captain, Graham Souness. And now the Liverpool players can give vent to their feelings. Joyful scenes which underline that Liverpool are not just champions again, they're back in the European Cup. And their 13th championship, a total absolutely unrivaled by any other club. The next best is 8 by Arsenal. Champions, deservedly so, since the turn of the year, 120, drawn 2 and lost 2, the rest of the First Division can only marvel at their consistency.
So Liverpool do it again. Our congratulations to them on winning their 13th League Championship. As a matter of interest, here's the top 10 in the table of League Championship winners. Liverpool way out in front with 13, Arsenal 8 times, Aston Villa, Everton and Manchester United all 7, Sunderland 6, Newcastle and Sheffield Wednesday 4, and Huddersfield Town and Wolves 3.